comedian tonight. Real quick, I'll tell you my quick little Walmart story. I didn't want to go there, but I had to. So I'm in the cereal aisle. Right there between the Cocoa Pebbles and the Fruity Pebbles. Cinnamon Pebbles. Instantly got a flashback to the night I was enjoying the Canadian ballet. That was the stripper's name. I ripped that box open too. Clean up in the cereal aisle. That's what happens when you have flashbacks. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. From Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, by way of Chirac. I made that part up. Really Chicago, he said. This is his second Lucy Fest. He's done the Crossroads Comedy Fest, the Bad Theater Festival in New York, the Pittsburgh Fringe Festival, and he's one half of the comedy group Constructs Nunchucks. Give it up for Ian Insect. Thank you, good night. I am not likable. Trust me, I have tried, and it's just not something that happens. It's not something I'm saying to prove a point, to get your pity. It's just something I am saying to prepare you. I am trying to manage expectations. I'm not likable. Let's just move on. Start the set. Like, I don't want to be halfway through my set and have to feel questions about what's going on. Like, oh. Hey, Ian! How do you know you're not likable? The answer is I don't. I don't know that I'm not. I've just taken it on good faith for decades. Stretching all the way back from all of my interactions with people, how they talk to me, how they act with me, how they avoid me, going all the way back to my parents. I know that I'm not likable the same way that Catholics know that they're blessed. Sorry. Hashtag blessed. Correction. Look, let me put it this way. If you have a milkshake over here, and I have a milkshake all the way over here, and I tell you that my milkshake is unique, your first thought isn't going to be, that sounds like a really refreshing milkshake. Your first thought's going to be, that milkshake probably tastes like piss. So let's move on. You've also probably noticed the dapper wardrobe, the framing of this. I'll leave it to you. How sexy do you... Let's hear it for this guy. Let's hear it for him. It's fantastic. It's like someone left Alexa on. Stylish. Someone left Alexa on the whole night.
Not as stylish
Alexa, please stop heckling. I want to see this guy on Jeopardy. This crustacean is known to live over 200 years. Yeah, crustaceans, Alex. No, you don't buzz in unless you have an answer. In the form, yeah. Oh, fantastic. At least we have a catchphrase. Hashtag crustaceans, everybody. Hashtag crustaceans.
That's a crabs. And not the crabs you're talking about.
We'll get there. Look. We're going to get there because, as you can tell from the way I'm dressed and from the way I move, I am sex. You're not convinced yet. Maybe another button. I am sex, guys. I'm loud, annoying, my roommates hate me. No one really gets me on the first date. And just to clear up any confusion, I get asked a lot of questions about my sexual preference. The answer is always a lot. Sometimes people have to clarify. Often people feel the need to clarify and they say, hey, no. What's your sexual orientation? So I always respond, first portraits, then landscape. So let's move on. And I actually take a minute and tell you just a little bit about my body of work so we can get acquainted with each other. I can tell I've already raised a few eyebrows, so it's not too vain. I'm just going to give you the bare bones. You see, performance is in my DNA. It has been ever since I've been a little ankle biter, okay? But when I'm up here, don't expect anything too highbrow, okay? Because when I'm up here, I play it by ear, okay? I listen to my heart, and I go with my gut, and I shoot from the hip, you know what I'm saying? I flap my gums, I wag my tongue, I shoot off at the mouth. Sometimes I end up shooting myself in the foot, and then I look like a real asshole, and I feel like a complete heel because everything's gone belly up. And I'm up to my waist in it. I'm up to my eyeballs, and I feel like I've lost a piece of my soul. But that is just a knee-jerk reaction, okay? Normally I let things roll right off my back. Now I'm not here to palm anything off on you, but my burden is a pretty heavy one to shoulder. For example, one thing that really gets under my skin is when you get these slack-jawed knuckleheads working up the nerve to try and strong-arm me, thinking that they can go toe-to-toe with me, thinking they can muscle in on my territory. Well, that takes a lot of gall, and that crap really pisses me off. But I don't sweat it. Okay? Without batting an eyelash, I give them the finger, I give them the earful, I send them running off with their tails between their legs. Because I have more brains in my little pinky than all those spineless twats have in their thick skulls combined. Now I know cooler heads do prevail, and I don't want to take my reputation. So when I notice that I'm getting a little hot under the collar, I keep my lips sealed. You know? I keep my feet firmly planted, I keep my nose clean, I keep my eyes on the prize, and I keep my chin up. I'm not going to skirt the issue. I'm not the cleanest liver in the joint. The flick of a wrist, I'll go off my tits off a nip or two. But I am not tight-fisted. I want to take fate by the throat. I will gladly take a young pupil under my wing, treat him like my own flesh and blood, turn him into a golden calf, and I'll tell you this much, the result will leave you breathless. But as a rule of thumb, I don't stick my neck out for anyone, because I have fought tooth and nail to get where I am. I have clawed my way here. Now I'm not trying to be cheeky, and I'm not going to split hairs. But it's my butt on the line. I just had to get that off my chest.
Yeah.
Penis. Hello, Jamestown. It's your boy. with I-N-S-E-C-T, here in the J-A-M-E-S-T-O-W-N. What up, Jamestown? I know you know all about me, so I'm just going to tell you just a little bit about me so we can get acquainted, okay? I put the big in ambiguous. I put the promise in promiscuity. I put the in he, the. But enough about me, let's talk about you. How are you? That's a good response. It's a weird response. It's a weird response that only works in crowds. Monday morning, you can't go in, ask your boss how he's doing, and it's going to be a he. And he won't, if he responds, or she, if they respond, and they're just standing all by themselves, you're going to have to put in your 2 weeks notice right there. It's just awkward. It's weird when someone does that on their own. My favorite response to the question, the one I use, and you know what, feel free to use this. This one I like a lot. When someone asks me how I'm doing, like, just as a group, just ask me, how are you? I'm good. I'm okay. That is my favorite response because I get such a thrill from lying. You can use that.
Thank you.
I am a high anxiety kind of person. I'm very high strung, and I don't understand why necessarily, because deep down at our core we're all the same, right? We're very similar, at least just our what we're made of. You know, an example. Humans are 65% water, 75% on a good day, if you stay hydrated. And that's hard for me to wrap my head around because it's not like humans are walking around with a giant water sack in the middle of their bodies, taking up 65% of it, 75% on a good day if you stay hydrated. For me, the way I've always made sense of it is it makes a lot more sense to just say that humans are 100% vomit. All the water is mixed in with your chunks and your bits and your juices, which again, back to water. Humans are 100% puke. I'm going to take a water break on that. It's not water. One of the reasons that I'm so anxious, probably one of the top 3 reasons, is I drink coffee endlessly, indiscriminately. It is coffee then alcohol, coffee then alcohol. Coffee come up, alcohol come down. And I am not a brand whore when it comes to coffee. I don't care what I drink. I don't care where it's sourced. I don't care if it's fair trade, if it's from Sumatra, Colombia. None of that makes sense to me when I'm drinking it. If it's brown and bitter and keeps me awake, I love it. The reason... He's gone. I feel like we should just put everything on hold until he gets back. It just wouldn't feel right. Otherwise... But I don't care. Like, I won't stand in line at a coffee shop and have a discussion about what kind of roast. Light roast. I don't care. Dark roast, medium roast. I don't care. Blonde roast. What the fuck is that? I don't know and I don't care. But I probably would be a little more discriminate about my coffee choices if the names of the blends and the roasts aligned themselves a little more with why I need coffee. Like if someone's like, we got a tall hangover roast for Ian, that makes sense. I would walk in and order a hangover roast. So I think we should get a divorce blend. I've been working here for 4 years and seen everyone I started with get promoted over me. Roast. Midlife crisis roast. I worry about that a lot. I do believe I am entering a midlife crisis, which explains why I'm here. But I have a lot of people, a lot of friends. I don't mean to brag. Of my friends, a great percentage of them tell me, hey, you gotta stop worrying about leaving too young for it. You're too young for it. And here's the thing. People say, guys in their 40s, guys in their 50s, these are the people who are having midlife crises. These are the guys who've already learned that the plural of crisis is crises. And so that's the first step. You learn what it is, and then you just take it on. These are the guys with Ferraris. These are the guys jamming 18-year-olds into those Ferraris like clown cars. Not you, Ian, not you. You have a few more years before that happens. You have some good time ahead of you. Why are you worrying about this? But I always respond that I don't think guys in their 40s or 50s have the market cornered on midlife crises. Now, I don't know about any of you, but I don't know when I'm gonna die. So every year of my life is a midlife crisis. Every year of my birthday, it's the same scene around the cake. Everyone starts singing, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, and many more. Many more? Fuck! Could you guys narrow it down just a little bit? 5 or 6 more. Pending good behavior and radical change in your current lifestyle. I freak out about life because I feel like I'm trapped where I am right now. Like I'm just like an animal in a cage. I just feel like I'm up here for you guys right now, like a monkey in a zoo. And it smells like one too. I know. Yeah. Low hanging fruit for the other monkeys out there. Hey, okay. Manners 101. People are so insistent that I give up on, not what you're thinking, but that I give up on worrying, that I give up on anxiety, that overthinking that I constantly do that ruins other people's nights around me. And they say, you just gotta let it go. I had a friend joke, we should have an intervention for you, you worry so much. And it just started me thinking, I said, okay, if I had an intervention, what would that be like? What would that be like? It's like I would invite everyone who fucking hates me to my intervention. I would invite all my worst enemies. And that's for 2 very poignant reasons. 1, you people who hate you at an intervention, 1, they get to tell you exactly what they think about you and they don't pull any punches. 2, you get to blame whatever your problem. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. Because as the saying goes, you keep your friends close. Nope. No. Why? No, you keep your friends close, you keep your fuck buddies closer. Why keep your enemies close? You can't drunk text your enemies at 4 a.m. and be like, yo, what up? What you doing now? At very best, you get a new phone who dis. #blessed. That's the best you could hope for from your enemies. No, you don't want to keep them close. Bam?
Friends close, enemies closer.
Alexa, please rewind my set 30 seconds. Replay it for you. I did say that. You're with me. You got it. Oh man, it's like we got Alexa and Siri talking to each other right now. It's fantastic. Let's just let this roll out. Let's see it play out for about another hour. That takes the pressure off me, and I walk away making $0 like a bandit. Oh shit, that's very unprofessional of me. I should not tell you how much I'm making. I'm sorry, I like to brag. My apologies. Shall we continue? Let's hear it for Brittany behind the bar. Thank you, everyone. You just bought me time to remember what I wanted to say next. I am not a morning person. And I don't know how this is going to float with you all. You seem like night owls like me, so maybe this will be some common ground. Finally, for all of us. Right. I'm not a morning person, okay? At all. At all. I never have been. And I would say that has a lot to do, it has a strong relation to the addiction to caffeine. But it has had a profound effect on my life. It probably is a large reason why I'm here right now. I am so much not a morning person that I missed the first half of my first day of kindergarten. Like, I've never been a morning person at any point in my life. It's like my body somehow knew. It's like, why bother out there? Why bother with other people? But that's the thing, is I missed the essentials by missing the first half of kindergarten, of the first day of kindergarten. I missed the Pledge of Allegiance. I missed what 2 + 2 equals. I missed what boys have down there and what girls have down there. And I've been catching up. I've been trying to catch up every single day of my life. I still don't know. I still don't know. Which one's which? And how do they work? This is what you learn on your first day of kindergarten. Yes! This is what I'm told, at least. But I will say, there's a trade-off, though. There's a trade-off. Because I am the world's greatest mathematician. I am John Nash of Beautiful Mind style when I'm half awake right after I hit the snooze bar. Bus coming in 11 minutes. I'm getting the next one in another 20 and still only be 13 minutes late. Takes me 3 minutes to get dressed, 2 minutes to slam some coffee in my face. A minute and a half to brush my teeth. I don't need to brush my teeth. Forget it. Yeah. Sleepy math. Guys, that's what that is. That is sleepy math. And that's the thing. That's why no one is raving, giving me a standing ovation, because it's a very unique skill. And I am filled with all of these little tidbits. For example, here's a little riddle that I know the answer to. How do you keep a blonde occupied for hours? Sexual intercourse. Just a joke, guys. It's okay. A blonde told me that joke. A dirty blonde. A very dirty blonde. A brunette. Guys. But I got a lot of very specific ideas, and I want to share them. I want to spread these ideas around, like life hacks. You guys want a couple life hacks? Real quick? Yes. This is your chance to applaud, because trust me, you will not at the end of the set. Life hacks. Life hack number 1. And this is from me to you, for you, from my brain. Expect it under the Christmas tree, wrapped in nothing, with a tag in Japanese. I don't know. Let's get distracted, guys. Life hacks. Life hacks. Very concrete things you can do with your life to improve it. For those of you who don't know what a life hack is. Life hack number 1. You want everyone to think you're important, right? We all do. We all want to be important. So, life hack number 1. Anytime you write a message for someone, throw out your pens. Write everything in highlighter. Everyone will think you're important. All of it. Write everything in highlighter. Life hack number 2. Life hack number 2. And this one's really more directed towards homeowners. Why do you have a washing machine and a dishwasher? They both wash things. It's in the names. Throw your clothes and your dishes in the same machine. You're wearing tight-fitting, shrunken clothes with glass shards in it. Fashion statement. Life hack. Final life hack for you. Final life hack for you. And it's after midnight now. Guys, we're getting weird. We're walking the room. And this is for the initiated. Life hack. Let's say it's getting on about dusk. You haven't had dinner yet, you're hungry. Watch this. Just fly down from your perch on your cliffside nest, grab a scurrying rodent in your razor-sharp talons, pluck all the fur off with your beak, and swallow it whole, and then later, vomit out the bones. Sorry, life hawk. That was a life hawk. Sorry. But I think I have a lot of creative solutions for life, like we already talked about. You know, I'm pretty stylish. Not as stylish as him, but and you can say, I feel like you're going to want to say it again, so let's just get that out there. Exactly. If only I were as drunk as you right now on stage here. I don't know if that makes the set better, or at least make me happier, but I have plenty of time to get there. All I heard was, I'm not wrong. Like, I know that there was a preamble to that, and I appreciate it. That's fantastic.
You're right about that.
Evil eye to you as well, sir.
Isn't that the universal symbol for I appreciate you because you are a good guy?
Let us ask Ronnie James Dio.
Funny?
No one, not a metal crowd. I get it. Okay. Anyway, so reestablishing, stylish. Do we need another button to convince you? Maybe I'll do another button up to convince you how stylish I am. I think that that's the way to go. But before we get there, let me just explain. You would never have guessed all of my clothes. Scooped them up off the street.
I thought Walmart.
Watch this, though. There's been a consistent appreciation in the quality and sourcing of my attire from my adult nascence to now. Simply put, when I was 18, I was shopping at department stores. Then I downgraded to thrift stores. Then I downgraded to hand-me-downs for my friends. And now I've downgraded to scooping stuff off clothes. What? This t-shirt, what's wrong with it? It's a little damp, it's rain-soaked. Mosaic, the front half of it, jacket. It's all about how you repurpose things. Guys, I am a mutant beyond human comprehension. Some odd combination of a hermit crab and a street urchin. Quick example, so you can follow. Last week, there's a sweater in the middle of the street, in the middle of a rainstorm, in the distance, right? I see it. It's this beautiful black and red sweater, got some red trim. So, I walk out in the red light, traffic stops, I come out, I scoop up the sweater, and I go to put it on, but at that moment I realize that it's not a sweater, it's just a dead cat. And it didn't even fit.
That red was not. Okay.
Look, I'm just trying to share wisdom with everyone here. I get that it's not funny, this is just me sharing knowledge. And I'm just trying to do a public service. I get that from my dad, who's very much about passing on some wisdom, some advice. So with your permission, yawns notwithstanding, I will kindly ask your permission to just give you a few tidbits of wisdom from my father.
Yeah.
I thought we could all yawn at you. Everyone's so subdued. You're great. You guys are a great crowd, though. I do give you that. You're an active crowd. You know, there's so much callback and like call and response between the comedians and crowd tonight. I felt like I was in a Southern Baptist church, which means that I'm dressed appropriately.
Yeah, exactly.
Not one to do above the Mason-Dixon line, it would seem.
No.
Hallelujah! Hallelujah! Brittany, that's your test. You drunk? No. Say hallelujah. Proud and Crayola!
What are you talking about?
Back to my dad. Some advice he gave me. Gather in, everybody, because here's some tidbits tidbits of advice from Papa Insect. You know, that's actually a great sentence. I'm not even mad that you shouted that over me. I just like hearing the phrase, I like tidbits. I'm going to start using that. I don't know where or how and when I will get arrested for saying that to the wrong person, but I like tidbits. Such as, my dad was fond of saying, close only counts in horseshoes and hand jobs. And that was right around the same time he got fired from his job at the stables. Let's not overthink that one. He liked to say, take advantage of every opportunity you come across in life. He also had a cute nickname for women, which was Opportunity. He liked to say, and this one I took very seriously. He said, no glove, no love. And I took that one to heart. So I never, ever use a condom. And I never expect a romantic attachment. He had a little more to say about love. He said, love is a lot like a mouse on a spaceship. Because it's rare. And when you find it, and you're sure it's real, it's probably dead. He liked to say, and this is the last one, this is important. This one I think we can pass on tonight. So, we had the birds and bees talking. He said, when you're with someone, and they insist on the 69 position, when they're really gung-ho about 69ing with you, it's just their subtle way of saying, if I'm going to go down, you're going with me. All kinds of wisdom. Like one time I got caught shoplifting. One time I got caught shoplifting and I got dragged home by my mother, who told my father, who promptly gave me some sage advice in the form of beating my ass, and then took my head against a wall, and he told me, when you want something, you will work for it! W-O-R-K! And I considered myself very lucky in that moment. Not because I learned my lesson. Because trust me, I have not learned my lesson. But because in that moment, my father could have opted to be much, much more verbose. When you want something, you will search the Internet, submit an application and resume as requested, conduct an interview with an assigned HR representative, and upon successful completion of that interview, accept the position if it meets your pre-agreed terms and conditions, affording you a weekly living wage to purchase goods and products. S-E-A-R-C-H space T-H-E space etc. ETC period. Our mother had a gentler approach with us. Mom jokes, anyone? Mom jokes. Who wants to hear a mom joke? Yeah. This is all gung-ho on dad jokes. Now I get it. Equal opportunity. Let's hear some mom jokes.
Yeah.
Mom jokes. Here's a joke my mom used to tell us, and that she told us often. This is probably like her number one mom joke, and I want to share it with y'all. My mom's favorite joke is she would say to us, I never wanted to raise kids, I only wanted dogs. Mom jokes. That was the whole joke. Yeah, that was it. Yeah. Mom jokes.
After 9 kids, she says, now we wanted dogs, I wanted to raise dogs, and that was it. After 9 kids. Seriously.
I want to do a split 45 with you. Is that like too indie of a reference for Jamestown? I want one side you, one side me, and I just want DJs to scratch it back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, and 9 kids. 9 kids. Other bullshit. It would be like an incomprehensible mix me and him together. Just give us a tasty beat under it. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about, but they're playing at the same speed. I don't know what either of them are talking about. But here's the thing, is my mom said that was a joke, so you gotta take her word on that, okay? And I get it, I disappointed my mom a lot. She thought I would be something by now. When I reached adulthood, she told me, hey, I thought you would have made a great lawyer. I don't know why you ever decided against going to law school. I was like, what, you want me to die of a heart attack at 24? She said, no. I was like, why do you want me to be a lawyer? She said, well, I think you would make a great lawyer because you're really good at arguing. I am not the only one in my family who's really good at arguing. By my mom's logic, the entire family would have founded a firm that would have made millions. Redacted, and insects. LLP. I just don't think the arguments I brought up on a daily basis would really float in court. Your Honor, my client is certainly innocent because nobody loves me because I'm the youngest. Actual argument I posed very often in my childhood. But I feel like there are certain capabilities I have that would have enabled me to become one of this generation's great legal minds. Like, I feel if I would have been able to go through law school half awake the whole time, and then be brought into trial in a twilight state this week on Sleepy Lawyer. Your Honor, my client clearly didn't commit the crime. The time that it was committed, he was standing over his own grave in the midst of a thunderstorm. And you'll see that Exhibit A is a photograph of even footprints leaving the scene of the crime, whereas my client's footprints are uneven because at age 9, an orca whale bit his pinky toe ever so delicately in the deep end of a swimming pool. And even if my client were implicated in these crimes, he is a national hero. He is a former vet living in a carved-out pumpkin the size of a rotting apple. He is also a jazz legend. You may wonder, and the jury may wonder, how he is a jazz legend. Well, one day, he knocked on the door and they just let him in. I rest my case. All actual dreams I've had. All actual dreams. I was at a baby shower recently. The baby drowned.
Oh my God.
Oh, you animal! You had to tell the man. Oh, do that.
That's the line, apparently. That's the line. I get it, guys. I get it. Oh, no. Okay, let's try again. I was at a baby shower recently. That was one dirty baby. A very dirty baby. A brunette. Guys, I still have a glass and a quarter to get through. There's no time limit to this show. It is when I'm too drunk to make English work. So buy me drinks, and the show will be over a lot quicker.
No, we're all good. It's cool.
Did we take a vote? This is martial law here at Karate Sleepover.
That's what it is. Mike, personally, yeah.
I will say this, just as an advisement, that motherfuckers do be farting out their dicks like all goddamn day. That's my catchphrase. You'll hear that a couple more times in the next couple minutes as I panic to think of a way to bring this in on a perfect landing. But I think a good way to start back into the third and final act of the show. Quick joke for y'all. I know I haven't had many, but here's a joke for you.
Okay. Sir. Ooh. Woo!
so silent that I could hear his nervous tick that has been going all night. That's embarrassing. You know, I don't mean, I'm not trying to shame him for it. I just hadn't noticed. It was took me by surprise. It's so silent I can hear him being normal.
That is silent. Sorry.
Where did the articulation come from? You're like, well, sir. All right, a joke. What would help encourage me is if I said a joke, and then you guys all said a joke. So a joke.
A joke! A joke!
All right, that was good, but that might have been a fluke. Let's try one more time, make sure we got it. A joke.
A joke!
Nice. Well, that actually might have been a coincidence. So let's try one more time. Third time is a charm. You're right. I'm just getting annoyed. All right.
A joke.
What's got 2 thumbs and is terrified of thumbs? Oh my God!
This guy. I knew that joke. That's no joke. Come on now. Let's come up with a joke.
Let's come up with a joke live right here. Would you guys like to see this? And then I will leave. Let's come up with that. You're right. Let's come up with a joke. No, you from there. I'm afraid of the karate death grip.
I'll tell you a joke.
No, please. No. Stay where you are. We can hear you fine. I'm going to shut up. Let's come up with a joke.
Okay.
Hey, Mr. Flannel.
I'll tell you a joke. Mr. Harley Davidson flannel.
Okay, we're doing, but it's like a vaudeville setup. It's like, you guys know vaudeville. Remember, there was a time where people
This is
didn't
shit.
haggle.
This is shit.
No. Let it go. Hey, Mr. Ballcat.
This is a joke. Okay. There's a lady. She's sitting in her house. Upset.
Her house. I figured this is my part of your joke. It's the repeating of things you say.
And all of a sudden, someone's knocking on their door.
Her door, I've had my door knocked on, but not like you're thinking.
Like, I wasn't doing that to you.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, you were. Yeah, you were. You're right.
I think it helps. Yeah, I'm not shaming you. I think this is good. We gotta get a double act going. Go. So knocking on the door.
But someone's knocking on the door. She answers the door. She walks up. Says, the guy standing in front of the door says, you got a vagina. She looks at him. She's all pissed off. She says, what do you mean I got a vagina? She slams the door in his face. Next day.
I like this joke.
Next day, he comes up and asks her the same question. He says, you got a vagina? She says, no. She slams the door in his face.
Yeah, I've been there. We've all been there.
Husband comes home that day. She says, you know, this guy, 2 days in a row, this guy comes knocking on the door asking me if I have a vagina. And he says, no, yeah, I tell you what, I'm going to stay home, and when he comes home, you answer that question. And I'm going to give him a rash of shit.
Yeah, shit. This guy's funny.
So the next time, he's knocking on the door. She answers the question. She answers the door, and he says, you got a vagina? She says, yes, by the way, I do have a vagina. And then he says, well, then tell your husband to quit fucking my wife.
Hey, support your troops. Guys, support the troops. Support local comedy. And I will say this, support local business, support local everything. I do this on a frequent basis. In fact, I touched down here today, and I went to that store, that little convenience store just around the corner, and I patronized the business. I walked in the door, and I was like, good for you. Way to go, guys. I just had a baby shower recently. Not one goddamn baby there.
What the?
How the fuck am I supposed to mingle? You know what they say, guys. Motherfuckers be farting out they dicks like all goddamn day. You stand obstinate against my assertion. I feel like you don't believe what I'm telling you. Motherfuckers be farting out they dicks like all goddamn day. And if you don't believe me, please heed these words of wisdom. Motherfuckers be farting out of their dicks like all goddamn day, from 5:45 to 7:45 to 9:45 to 10 to 11:45 to 4 and 6 again, and then another 12 hours on top of that shit. All goddamn day, motherfuckers never quit. Farting out their dicks, what more ways can I say? They be farting out their dicks like all goddamn day. Fresh for 88, you suckers. Thank you to Karate Sleepover. Thank you to the Cube. Thank you to Lucifer. Thank you to Jamestown. Thank you for Rob, Will, host. Thank you to Brittany behind the bar. Iris behind the other bar. We got Jeremy on the sound up there. Let's hear it for him. He's keeping it fresh all night. And thank you to my brother, the big man, for putting me on the show, Mr. P to the C, Paul Clemente. And you know what, Savage? Where that chorus at? Let's let it roll. Let it roll. Enjoy the rest of your night. Enjoy the rest of the fest. Please be kind to each other and please tip egregiously.
In NSAC, ladies and gentlemen, Jim Crane, Paul Clemente, Daniel Stokes, Andy Young, my name's Rob Will. Have a great night. Listen, if we can't turn the lights on, if anybody wants to get in this photo with my trophy, I would be honored for you to get up here and take a quick pic.